let me share a thought with you that I've been playing with for probably about a year. Those of you who were born female, have identified as female your entire life, and who society sees as female, and those of you who were born male, have identified as male your entire lives, and society sees you as male, you too have to think about what it means to be female or male. I don't have to think about what it means to be male. It's what I've been my whole life. It just is, right? As opposed to, say, a trans person, they have to think about it. My Latino friends who were born Latino, raised by their Latino parents, grew up with all their primos and primas and tíos and abuelos, abuelas, bisabuelos, they don't have to think about what it means to be Latino. Pablo and I were raised by our white father and his third wife, who is white. We grew up white. We don't have to think about what it means to be white. That's what we've always been. Now, as Pablo's and my views became more and more liberal, we started thinking. And then when Donald Trump ran for president the first time, that thinking got sped up. So Pablo and I actually have to think about what it means to be Latino, right? It was not something we grew up with. It's something that we're presently constructing. We have that identity. We have our white identity that we don't have to think about. It's always been there. And the interesting thing is claiming my Latino-ness, Pablo claiming that, it's not something we can just say, hey, we're Latino, but Latinos have to accept us as well. I bring that up because when I was on my mission learning Spanish, I was not accepted as Latino, and it was very painful. It really, really was. But anyways, it's something Pablo and I we have to think about all the time. My Latino friends don't have to. I do also have to acknowledge my white privilege, really, right? I grew up white. I for all intents and purposes, I think white. I think on a very individual basis as opposed to a community basis. That's what I naturally do. When I come into a room and I speak, I expect people are going to listen to me because I am white. And so with that, we might make mistakes, but it's something that I have to think about. Paul has to think. We have to think about how we represent our Latino-ness, how we represent Guatemalan Americans, and it's kind of a burden almost, but it's a burden I gladly share because Latinos have accepted me for that part of me, which is beautiful. See, our Latino-ness was taken away from Pablo and me. My parents purposely moved from East San Jose to the Central Valley of California to keep us away from our Guatemalan family. That was when I was 13. I grew up scared of my Latino family because my Guatemalan mother, side note, kidnapped Pablo and I for a bit. So we were always worried about that. And so my dad prayed on that. And so we were scared of it. Scared of them, which means we were scared of ourselves. But thank God, really, that things have changed. It's been an interesting path, to start this in your 40s. But I'm grateful for it.